Hey, hi, ho, ha! Good afternoon from London, England. Or should I say good morning? Or should I say good evening? This is your host, your guy himself, the one and only and truly. Yes, welcome again. You know who it is, yeah? You know what time it is? It's DLG repping time. Delhi, London Guna, Space, Romeo, Echo, Papa, Indigo, November. For those of you that don't know, I'm a football and Arsenal fan. So before I get started, yeah, make sure you smash the thumbs up like button for me, yeah? Two of these bad boys, smash them up for me. Make sure you do share this channel virally all over the world, yeah? To your friends and your relatives. And tell your friends and your relatives to share this all over the world, yeah? Make sure their friends and relatives share my channel. Yeah? That's DLG repping. Asking you guys to share my channel, yeah? Leave your positive feedback in my comment section below, yeah? That could be your opinions, your view, your response to the racism slurred by these keyboard warriors, etc. And don't just, viewers, don't just comment, like, and share. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, yeah? My aim is to surpass 1,000 subscribers and beyond. So keep subscribing to the channel, yeah? I'm here again, and I want you to subscribe to the channel. I'm talking to all football fans, yeah? Make sure all viewers from all over the world, don't just like, comment, and share. Subscribe to the channel, please. To your guy, your host himself, the one and only DLG repping. I don't care what country you're from, what race you're from, etc., etc. Yeah, I'm calling out all football fans from Suriname. Shout out to Suriname, yeah? Shouting you all out. Let me shout out to football fans in the Republic of Ireland. How about if I shout out to football fans in Italy? Shout out to yourself, Italy. You're still buzzing over your European Championship victorious, or your victory over England. Shout out to football fans in the Cameroon, yeah? Shout out to football fans in the Gambia. Massive shout out to you guys. Shout out to football fans in Ukraine. Massive shout out to the football fans in Senegal. Yeah? Massive shout out to the football fans in Serbia. Massive shout out to football fans in Poland. Massive shout out to football fans in Bulgaria. Massive shout out to football fans in Sweden. Massive shout out to football fans in Cuba. Massive shout out to football fans in Trinidad and Tobago. Massive shout out to football fans in Uganda. Massive shout out to football fans in Nigeria. Massive shout out to football fans in Morocco. Massive football fans, yeah. Massive football fan, again. Massive shout out to football fans in Tunisia. Massive shout out to football fans in Australia. Massive football fans again. Massive shout out to football fans in Colombia. Massive shout out to football fans in Argentina. I know that you just won the Copa America, so shout out to you Argentinians. And massive shout out to football fans in Canada. And all over the world, yeah? If I haven't shouted you out yet, I'll shout you out next time. So let's get started with some content. And this is based on headlines. 5 people have now been arrested over racist abuse of the 3 England players, yeah? That's Jadon Sancho, Bukayo Saka, and Marcus Rashford. There's been 5 arrests. And I can tell you that 5 Portsmouth Academy youth players have been exposed and arrested for their racist tweets on the 3 England players. So I wish I had footage to show you guys so I can expose them myself for you. So you can share this all over the world. Anyway, former PSV, Chelsea, Bayern Munich and Real Madrid winger Arjen Robben has retired for the second time, and I'll be on Thursday's transfer talk. That'll be my last bit of work. So let's get over to this news here, written in yellow writing, as it says on the BBC Interactive. Five arrested over racist abuse of England players. 5 people have been arrested after England footballers were racially abused online following their Euro 2020 final defeats. Well, these keyboard warriors, these racist keyboard warriors continue to make one sick. So they feel comfortable on a phone screen racially abusing Marcus Rashford, Bukayo Saka and Jadon Sancho. But yet, if England had won, let me just say this, yeah, if England had won, they would have been, they would have been their heroes. But because they lost on penalty shootouts, they're called they're racially called things beginning with Ed. You black this, you black that. How about go and do one? How about that? Anyway, Marcus Rashford, Bukayo Saka and Jadon Sancho were targeted after they missed penalties in the Euro 2020 final. Excuse me. Chief Constable Mark Roberts said the abuse was utterly vile. If we identify that you were behind this crime, we will track you down and you will face the serious consequences of your shameful actions, he said. And rightfully so. They should be named and shamed. Each and every time I talk about this racist issue, I always want the culprits to be named and shamed. Why should footballers be racially abused in this day and age? 21st century. It's disgusting and despicable, and it has no place in society. And until you tackle society, this issue will continue to happen time and time again. It's disgraceful. Why are footballers targeted because of the colour of their skin in this day and age? And yet, you wonder why those from multicultural backgrounds don't have faith in the law or with organisations, or not such organisations, should I say, or with the government, because there's not enough being done to tackle this disgusting discrimination called racism. And the less I talk about it, the better. And it's better for me to move on and talk about something much more strongly positive. And this is about Arjen Robben. So, written in yellow writing, it says Robben retires from football again. This is the second time he's retired, by the way, because he was at Groningen for a couple of seasons. So, allow me to read this. Arjen Robben has retired from football for the second time at the age of 37. The former Netherlands international initially hung up his boots in 2019 before reversing the decision to return to his first club, Groningen, last season. I don't remember him at his first club, but I remember him at PSV Eindhoven, and he was a talent then, and he's still a talent in my eyes. Injuries and the coronavirus pandemic marred the winger's second spell, and he announced his decision on Thursday. Robben won 2 Premier League titles, 2 League Cups, and an FA Cup with Chelsea during a stellar career. And he had more than a stellar career. He was a magnificent footballer and a magnificent winger. The pace that frightened defenders, whether left back or right back, and he contributed to scoring goals in his career as well. So he was a goal-scoring winger and an and an assisting winger as well. And well, the way that he burned, and I mean burned, Sergio Ramos for pace in that revenge World Cup match between Holland and Spain, where Holland got the better of Spain by 5 goals to 1, and he burned Ramos for pace. I'll never forget that. And this guy Robben destroyed Arsenal in the Champions League last 16 tie. The last time Arsenal were in the Champions League and they went out in disgrace. Well, Arjen Robben had a lot to say in that. His performances in that game, especially the goal in the first leg, was magnificent. And then he scored another goal in the second leg at the Emirates. And he and Bayern Munich at the time ripped Arsenal a new one and beyond. So it's been great watching Arjen Robben as a footballer, and I wish him all the best in his retirement, and I hope he comes back and does something else with his life and his future. That's Arjen Robben retiring from football for the second time. So let's get on to the transfer gossip. Hopefully I don't have to read too much. Let's see what we got here. England and Atletico Madrid fullback, according to the according to the Telegraph, sorry. England and Atletico Madrid fullback Kieran Trippier is desperate for a return to the Premier League as the 30-year-old waits on the move to Manchester United. Well, I think Solskjaer and Man United fans are surely happy with Wan-Bissaka. Even if he was to sign for Manchester United, I can only see him playing second fiddle to Wan-Bissaka, or I could be wrong about that. Everton have made an opening bid for Napoli and Senegal centre-back Kalidou Koulibaly, who is said to be one of new manager Rafa Benitez' top targets. Well, that'll be a good start for Rafa Benitez at Everton. You know, being an ex-Liverpool manager, if he can pull off Koulibaly at Everton, he has given himself a fresh start there. Liverpool are reportedly preparing a 60 million bid for Inter Milan and Italy's Euro 2020 winning midfielder Niccolò Barella. Now that will be a hell of a signing there. Chelsea want to offer English forward Tammy Abraham to Borussia Dortmund as part of the deal to sign 20-year-old Norway striker. Excuse me, I'm yawning again. Erling Braut Haaland. And according to the Evening Standard, West Ham United are close to agreeing a loan deal with an option to buy for French Paris Saint-Germain goalkeeper Alphonse Aurelio. Evening Standard here. Arsenal defender Hector Bellerin has yet to agree personal terms with Inter Milan, but the Italian side are considered favourites to sign the 26-year-old Spaniard. Well, I wish him all the luck in that move to Inter Milan, and I hope it works out there for him, you know. I wouldn't say good riddance to Bellerin because I think there is a nice guy in him, but I will say that in terms of his performances at Arsenal, very inconsistent. And if he wants to force a move to Inter Milan or get that move, then I wish his agent all the best, especially if he can pull it off. Meanwhile, Gunners midfielder Joe Willock has reportedly told the club he would prefer to rejoin Newcastle on loan for the new Premier League season. Wow. This is coming from the Daily Express. And I think there is some truth. Well, there's a little bit of truth in that. But Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta says Emile Smith-Rowe will not be sold this summer despite reported interest from Aston Villa, HITC. Now, there is some truth in this, you know, because Villa have made 2 bids for Emile Smith-Rowe and they've been turned down by Arsenal. Leicester City have offered Belgium international Yuri Tillemans a new long-term contract and are confident the midfielder will stay at the club despite interest from Liverpool. Well, I'll tell you something. it's not just the money Liverpool can offer him, but they are guaranteed to offer him Champions League football. And Liverpool being a bigger club than Leicester by huge reputation beyond Leicester's wildest dreams, I would believe that Tielemans is strongly looking at the situation and picturing himself with and amongst Liverpool greats, such as I don't know, midfielders like Graham Souness, not in that mode, but Ian Moby, maybe David Fairclough, super sub, and a number of midfielders like Xavi Alonso, and for him to want to be part of that project, I'm sure he is considering moving up to Anfield here. Meanwhile, Liverpool goalkeeper Alisson is close to signing a new deal at the club, according to HITC via Here We Go podcast. Barcelona have almost finalised a deal to send France striker Antoine Griezmann back to former club Atletico Madrid in return for Spain midfielder Saul Niguez. Tottenham are one of, this is according to the Mail here, if you believe what's coming out of the Mail. Tottenham are one of 4 Premier League clubs interested in signing American Schalke forward Matthew Hope, who scored 6 goals for the German side in the Bundesliga last season, if you believe what's coming from the boot room. Defender Brandon Williams could see his loan spell move to Southampton in jeopardy due to Manchester United's financial demands. This is coming out of TalkSport. That is. Former boss Jose Mourinho could look back at Roma boss Jose Mourinho could look at Old Trafford to boost his squad this summer, with the former United manager considering Brazilian left back Alex Telles as cover for injured Leonardo Spinazzola. Yeah, thought I'll get that name right. Daily Star. And according to Just Arsenal via Sports Bill, Arsenal are set to miss out on signing PSV and the Netherlands forward Daniel Mellon after he reached an agreement to join Borussia Dortmund as a replacement for Jadon Sancho. Wow. Oh, I think I can believe that one. Tottenham are closing in on the signing of Bologna and Japan defender Takehiro Tomiyasu, with the fee expected to be in the region of 15 million plus add-ons. I want to read one more here. Newcastle target Babacar Kamara has turned down a new contract with French side Marseille. The Magpies would look to bring the France under 21 international midfielder to St James's Park for around 50 million. So, interesting read from the gossip column here. Some I believe there's an element of truth or a fraction of the truth, and there's other stories where I believe there's half the truth in it, depending on what article it comes from. However, I'm going to end it here. I'm coming to an end of this recording. So, ladies, to the gentlemen, to the boys, to the girls, once again, thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. And thank you for watching. And as I always say, saving the best to last. And you just have to wait for it. Thank you so much for putting up with me and my little stuttering. I'll be back again, hopefully this evening. And that is my plan, to be back this evening. Otherwise, be good to yourselves, be good to your friends, be good to your family. Peace, love, and bless again, as I always say before I go. And the weather in London's not been too bad. I hope the weather in around the world's been as good as London or better. If so, I don't mind hearing it. But the main thing is, yeah, if you got an opinion about my channel, the content of today, leave it in the comment section below. Smash the thumbs up like button abundantly. And abundantly share this channel all over the world as virally as possible, yeah? And make sure your friends and relatives get hold of this channel. And do subscribe to DLG Repping. smash that subscribe button for me. And like I say, if you subscribe to the channel, I'll shout you out, yeah? And I'll even I'll shout you out even more, and I can assure you there'll be a lot more shouting out, yeah, once I get to 1,000 subscribers and beyond. So get subscribing, yeah, and I'll be back later on, yeah, hopefully in the evening. I should be back later on. Other than that, I'm out of here. And do remember to keep sharing, liking, commenting, and subscribe. Left, right, and centre. Smash that subscribe button gloriously and passionately. Otherwise, I'm out of here. So, be nice.